Okay, good day class. So we're going to have our Sipnayan session for today. So since we are done with our discussions on the quartiles, deciles, percentiles for group and ungroup data. So we're going to answer now questions with regards to those set topics. So all you have to do is to comment on our section the number and the letter of your answer, then proceed with the second one. So I will be giving you 5 seconds to answer the number. So each number has 5 seconds. So this will be in preparation for your summative test on Monday or kung kailan ibibigay yung ating schedule. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so let's begin with number 1. So it is the average of the data scores. So is this letter A, mean, letter B, mode, letter C, median, and letter D, interval. 5 seconds now. So comment your answer in our comment section and the number. Okay, so our answer here is letter A. So mean is also what we call as the average. Okay, so for number 2, calculate the mean height of junior high school students. 175, so we have the height, 163, 155, 149, 180, and 165. So what will be your answer? So time starts now. Okay, time's up. So our answer here is letter B. So what are you going to do in order for you to calculate the mean? So all you have to do is to add these numbers or this height in centimeter, then divide it by the number of the height. So meaning to say, if we're going to have it, so we have here 175 plus 163 plus 155 plus 149 plus 180 plus 165 divided by, so how many height do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 6. So our answer is 164.5 centimeter. Okay, for number 3, Anna is the 4th tallest student in a group of 10. How many percent of the students are shorter than Anna? So, comment your answer for number 3. So, put number 3 and the letter of your answer. Okay, so time starts now. Okay, time's up. So our answer here is letter D. So since Anna is the 4th tallest, so then 60% of them are shorter than her. Okay, so that will be our answer. So for number 4, the teacher gave an exam to 20 students. They obtained the following scores. So we have 44, 42, 28, 19, 24, 35, 20, 17, 23, 18, 21, 48, 33, 41, 26, 37, 29, 46, and 50. So, how to calculate the percentile 40? So, time starts now. So, comment your answer for number 4. Okay, so our answer here is letter B. So you are going to find out first, since this is a group, so you are going to have the formula for the position, which is PK is equal to, so what is our formula for that? N multiply, K multiplied by N plus 1 divided by 100. So, always 100 ang ating i-divide kasi ang pang-divide dahil meron tayong percentile. Okay, so let's proceed with the next number. For numbers 5 to 10, the frequency distribution presented below shows the scores in the quarter 3 test in mathematics of grade 10 numbers. So this is our distribution or frequency distribution table. So we have here the scores, the frequency, the lower boundary, and the cumulative frequency. So we have already discussed this. Number 5, how many students from grade 10 number took the test? Is that letter A 30, letter B 40, letter C 50, or letter D 60? So time starts now. So let's have our time. Okay. So 5 seconds. So we have revealed our answer. So our answer is 40. So all you have to do is to add all of this 1. So 1 plus 8, 9 plus 8, 17 plus 14, 31 plus 7, 38 plus 2, 40. So our answer is 40. So next, number 6. What is the interval of the scores? Is that 3, letter A, letter B 4, letter C 5, letter D 6. So what is the interval? So comment your answer on our comment section. Okay, so our answer here is letter C. So count the number of scores on that class interval. So they are all the same. So we have 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So we have 5. So 36 to 40 then, 5 then, and up to the 16 to 20. For number 7, on what class interval do the quartile 2 class is located? So this is our time. And okay. So where is the location of our quartile 2? So this is our... Okay, so for the location of our quartile 2, our answer there is letter C. So all you have to do is to multiply. K, ang ating K ay 2, tapos multiplied by 40, 80 divided by 4. So that must be on the 20th position. So going back to our table, so makikita nyo siya sa 26 to 30. So yun yung ating quartile 2. So let's proceed with number 8. What is the frequency of the Q2 class? So going back to our table, so our answer there must be 14. So kung ano ngayon yung frequency ng ating location or position for 26 to 30, yun po ang frequency ng Q2 class. So for number 9, which of the following is the cumulative frequency below the Q2 class? So when we talk of below, so yung ating cumulative frequency, so nandun sa 26 to 30 yung ating Q2 class, tignan nyo yung cumulative frequency nun, ang titignan natin is the below, yung nasa ibaba. So that will be, okay, so 9. Then what about how to calculate quartile 2? So we have there the formula, no? So our formula there is quartile 2 is equal to the lower boundary plus I, which is our interval. Okay, so multiplied by our Kn over 4 minus the cumulative frequency below all over the frequency of our quartile 2 class. So, i-substitute nyo lang lahat ng given. So, that will become, the answer here is, wala rito yung answer, no? So, we will leave it this blank. So, that will be your assignment. Okay, for number 11, so may sagot na tayo dito, letter A. In the group of 60 examinees taking the 50-item test, Jenny obtained a score of 40. So, this implies that her score is letter A at the upper quartile. So, since siya ay nakakuha ng 40, so I think no, 60 examine siya, 50-item question. So, it is on the upper quartile since 10 lang yung kanyang mali. Okay? So, next. So, let's proceed with the number 12. Mr. Cruz is a veterinarian. One morning, he asked his secretary to record the service time for 10 customers. So, the following are service times in minutes. So, we have here the minutes. So, what are you going to do in order to find the value of our decile tree? So, tingnan natin. This is ungroup. So, ungroup data tayo. So, ano bang ginagawa natin doon? So, all you have to do is to arrange, then find out our decile tree. So, paano natin kukunin yung position ng decile tree? Again, kapag meron tayong ungroup data, so you are going to have D3 is equal to, anong ginagawa po natin doon? 3 times n plus 1 divided by, dahil decile siya, 10. Yun yung position. Then, you're going to count after arranging this into its ascending order. Okay, so what will be the answer? Yan. So, the answer there is D3 is equal to 20. Okay, for number 13, in a 100-item test, the passing mark is the first quartile. What does it imply? So, our answer there is letter A. The student should answer at least 25 items correctly to pass the test. So, yun yung ibig sabihin nun. Dahil nasa first quartile tayo, at least 25 items into 100-item question must be answered by the students. Okay? So, let's proceed with our numbers 14 to 20. So, here, we have to complete the table below. So, nakita natin, we have here the frequency, the column for the frequency, or the score dito muna. Then, we have the frequency, and then we have the CF. So, what do you mean by CF? CF is the cumulative frequency. Then, we have LB, which is the lower boundary. So, now, ganito. You're going to have, again, to comment your answer. So, ito mas madali na lang, and you can simply write A, B, C, or D for numbers 14 to 20. Okay? So, pero, you're going to complete first this one. So, kung mapapanood nyo to, you can solve, you can pause our discussion, then you answer. So, it can be done like that. So that you can test whether you understood our lesson or not. Okay? So, again, what will be number 14? So, ito ngayon, this is our 14, this one. So, number 14. What is our answer for number 14 since this is under our frequency? So, anong napansin nyo dito? Binigay sa atin yung frequency ng 5 group or 5 class. So, all we have to do is to find out what is this. And ang clue po natin dyan, ang ating frequency dapat ang total ay 50. So, ilan na lang itong nandito sa 80 to 84. Okay, so that will be your no, not assignment. You have to answer that. So, what is our number 14? So, let's check. Okay, so our number 14 is syempre 14 din siya. So, if we're going to write here number 14, so tandaan nyo yan ha, mamaya we're going to answer that. Okay, next, for number 15, so this one, so our number 15 is what? Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, so that is letter B. So, magiging 45 yung ating number 15 kasi ang gawin nyo dyan, kompletuhin nyo muna mula dito. So, like what we have discussed, this must be, para masagot nyo, no? So, since ito yung nasa unahan, 13, you have to put here 13. And then, 13 plus 14, that is 27, no? 27 plus 10, so this is 37. So, ilagay nyo muna yung para complete. 37 plus 8, that is 45. So, when you have already completed the table, you can easily answer the following. Okay, for number 18, so pag ganito tayo, no? So, we're going to start at the bottom. So, or kaya, you're going to find out the lowest score here, then subtract it by our 0.5. So, 95 minus 0.5, this will become 94.5. And then, tama na tong 89.5. Ito, 85 minus 0.5. This will become 84.5. Okay, and then we have here 74.5. Okay, so that will be our completed table. So let us now answer. So for number 16, we have there 37. For number 17, 13. So look at the table ha. For number 18, 94.5. So we have here 18, 94.5. For our 19, we have 84.5. And for 20, oh, look at this one. Nawala yung A, no? So, we have here letter A, which is 74.5. Okay? So, let's have 21 to 28. Refer natin doon sa na-form natin or nabuo natin na table, no? So, we're going to repair there. So, what is the P20 class? So, our answer here is this one. So, in order for you to get this P20, okay, so P30. So, in order for you to find out P30, so gagawin nyo muna yung position niya is P30. So, this will be the position, no, is equal to Kn. So, this is 30 multiplied by, ilan silang lahat? So, 50 yung nandoon. Okay, 50 sila. So, all over 100 kasi percentile. So, ibig sabihin, 1,500 divided by 100 is the 15. So, hahanapin nyo yung 15th position doon. So, that will become, okay, so the answer is 80 to 84. For number 22, what is the total number of frequencies? So, ilan lahat, no? Nandoon. So, we have there 50. So, the upper cumulative frequency will be our total number of frequency. So, which of the following is the P30 class? So, hanapin nyo, nasan ba yung pang 15th term, 15th position? So, that is this one. Okay, yan yung frequency, no? Then, what is the cumulative frequency? So, 80 to 84 yon. Hanapin nyo yung frequency nun, yun yung sagot natin sa 23. What is the cumulative frequency below the P30 class? So, yung nasa ibaba, that will be 13. So, balikan nyo yung table natin na binuo kanina, ha? Para masagot ninyo ito. And then, for number 25, what is the class interval on the given data? So, the class interval is yan, 5 kasi 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. And which of the following is the lowest boundary of the P30 class? So, 79.5. And for number 27 is P. Okay, is P sub N is equal to LB plus I. Okay, so ito pala, the answer can be no, no? Kasi this is PK dapat. So, this is not the formula. Hindi siya in, but instead, this is no. So, no po itong number 27, ha? And then, for number 28, our answer there is letter, I think. So, this is not correct sa 27. No po ito, ha? This is no. This is our final answer. This is not correct. Kasi pala, ito I have here N and supposed to be that must be K. Okay, for number 28, that must be letter A. So, isolve nyo na lang using the formula PK is equal to LB plus KN over 100. Ito is, this one po is the position, yung nandito. This is the 15th position, no? So, 15 minus yung ating lower, yan yung nakita natin kanina. Then, the cumulative property, cumulative frequency below over the FQK. And that must be 80.25. Okay, so for number 29, which the following measure of position is not equal to the median. So our answer there is Q1 or the quartile 1. Number 30, Angeline got a score of 50 and this is equivalent to 75th percentile in mathematics test, which is not true. So yung hindi daw totoo doon. So is letter A, she scored above 75% of her classmates. So we have 25% of the class got scores of 50 and above. If the passing mark was the first quartile, she passed the test. And her score was below the 5th decile. So our answer here is letter D. So 5th decile mas mababa. Okay? So hindi naman. So mas mababa ba sa 5th decile? Nasa 75th percentile siya. So ibig sabihin kung decile 7 nga is 70. So ito mas mataas siya. So this is not correct. For number 31, given the following test score of a random sample of 10 students, so we have there the scores. So what is the 30th percentile? So dahil sunod-sunod na to, all you have to do is find ipo-find nyo na lang yung position. So paano kukunin yon? So since this is ungroup, so ang hinahanap po natin ay percentile 30. So, bibilangin nyo po kung ilan yung score natin. Then, i-multiply natin po siya sa 30. Yan. Then, multiplied by n plus 1. I think 10 yung students natin. So, 10 plus 1 is 11. All over 100. So, magkaiba po yung yung formula sa pagkuha ng position sa group tsaka ungroup. Ito pong 10, ang n plus 1, ang 11 po ay n plus 1 yan. Okay? So, our answer there must be, wait lang. Okay, so we have there 20. So, bibilangin nyo kung ilan, di ba? 30 times 11 divided by 100. So, 330 divided by 100 is the third. So, ano yung pang third rito? Ang nandito ay 20. Okay? So, next. Hindi ko na binigay yung time ha para mas mabilis tayo. The second quarter grade distribution of 17 students in mathematics are given. So, ito na po iyon. How can it be interpreted if the value of the 5th decile in the given score distribution of 15 students 79? So, 79 daw po. Yan ano ibig sabihin niya. So, that means that 8 students scored lower than 79 because we are on the 5th decile. And remember class, 5th decile is our median. So, hati yon. So, 8 is lower, 8 is higher than 79. So, tandaan nyo yan ang magkakapareho ay decile 5, Q2 or the quartile 2 or the second quartile and our percentile 50. They are all the median. Number 33. The P sub 25 or the percentile 25 of the ages 50 grade 10 students is 15 years old. So, 50 yung ating grade 10. Which of the following statement is true? So, our answer here is this one. So, dahil percentile 25 siya, yung kabila, 75% of the students are 15 years old and above. Okay, for number 34, to 36. So, this is our table. So, you just understand and study the table. So, the following is a distribution of the scores of the 20 students during the third summative test in mathematics. So, in solving the 28th percentile, what is the lower boundary? So, ibig sabihin yan, we have to locate the position of the 28th percentile. So, that can be the percentile 28. Ito position tayo ha. Since we have the P28 class, okay, yung class natin or the position. So, dahil tayo ay nasa group data, so ang gagawin po natin is 28, yung hinahanap natin na position, divided by, multiplied by, ilan ang n natin? 20 po, no? 20. Yan. Then, all over, what is this? 100. So, pagka minultiply po natin yung 28 sa 20, that is 560. Tama? Divided by 100, so that will be 5.6. 5.6. So, 5.6 is also equivalent to 6 positions. So, ito po iyon. Nandito yung ating, yan, 28 percentile. So, our answer there is 9.5. Okay? So, 9.5 po iyon. Ito siya, oh. Ang hinahanap po natin ay lower boundary. What percentile class, interval, and frequency should be used in solving for the 28? So, dahil ito yung interval niya, so 14 minus 10 or 10 minus 14 is equal to 4. 10, 11, 12, actually dapat 5 siya, no? So, anong 5 dyan? So, ito lang po. So, this is not correct. Again, okay, this is our correct answer. Okay, what is the 28th percentile and how it is interpreted? Okay, so we have here 14 ba siya? Okay, so 28 is P20 is 14. Actually, the answer here is I think 10, no? So you have to write na lang the answer. Compute nyo po yun sa ating formula. Okay, next is Jan's score is the median score. What is which of the following is true? 1. Jan's score is the second quartile. 2. Jan's score is the 5th decile. Jan's score is in the 50th percentile. So, pare-pareho sila. So, ibig sabihin po niyan, okay, dahil yan ay median lahat, the answer is 1, 2, and 3. And that is letter D. Okay, so, first quartile is 25 percentile. What about the third quartile? So, that must be the 75th percentile. So, diba? First quartile is 25th. Second quartile is 50th or 50 percentile. The third quartile is the 75th. Okay, 39. Michelle test score in Filipino is the 80th percentile. If the score of her classmates are 4, 11, 13, 18, 12, 9, 7, 8, 7, what should be her score? Hahanapin niyo po ngayon ulit yung 80th percentile. So, yung position ulit natin yan is P80 is equal to, okay, yan na ngayon yan, no? 80 times, kung ilan silang lahat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9 plus 1 is 10. So, your answer must be 12. So, aayusin nyo po ito muna, ha? Okay, number 40. Jamie was asked to find the 7th percentile of the following test score. So, which of the following, her solution is as follows. So, number 1, inayos niya. Number 2, she took the formula in finding so 7.7. Okay? Then, for number 3, ang D7 niya is 7. Is Jamie's solution correct? So, the answer here is no, because the value of D7 in step 3 is not correct. So, isolve nyo siya. Bakit kaya hindi siya naging tama? So, I think that will be all for our SIP9 class or SIP9 session for today. I-review nyo yung from number 1 to number 40 then you can pause the video, then try to solve with our discussion during our face-to-face. So this video is for you to recall those topics or important mathematics concepts that we have already tackled during our face-to-face. So sana you make time to review this. Okay, thank you and good day. So see you on our face-to-face class.